moving on from that now, let's head on to local matters now. Nigeria have dropped 8 places now in the FIFA rankings. We're down to 38. We're now back to 5th. We moved up to 3rd in Africa. We're now back to 5th in Africa. And this is just on the heels of the whole imbroglio involving former coach of the Super Eagles, that's talking about Finidi George, and of course, superstar player, African Footballer of the Year, Victor Osimhen. Morocco are up first, the Senegal, Egypt, Cote d'Ivoire, and Nigeria. You cannot doubt with this. These teams are better than us. We should even be lower, maybe.
No. At least if you look at...
We go for beat Cape Verde.
No, just look at the...
South Africa.
Consider the AFCON. We got to the finals of the AFCON. Okay. That should count for something.
That should count for something, yeah.
But after that, been draws, losses, and here and there, you know, then we know that we deserve to be where we are at the moment. The number of inconsistencies are just too much. Like, we really need to get a grip of ourselves and know how to start playing as a team, you know, unite together and speak with one voice. There are too many people talking at the NFF, too many people talking in the squad itself, the team itself, so many voices, so many authorities, you know, others, even Finidi spilled a few of them that, you know, there's no one voice. There's no one voice, there's no one person, there's no one goal. It's just so many people doing so many things at the same time. You know, I understand some people will tell you they have the interest of the nation at heart or the Super Eagles at heart. Yes, we understand. But channel it through the proper means and all of that.
Right.
Let it be.
You know what? We have Coach Adebayo Gbadebo online. As soon as we can connect with him on Zoom, we'll be talking to him about all that has been happening with the NFF and, of course, Victor Osimhen and Finidi George. Once he joins us, Coach Adebayo Gbadebo, of course, has played for the Green Eagles, where they were Green Eagles. Also played in Nigeria, Nigerian League, and is a coach in Thailand, coaching some of the best teams there. Once we can get across to him, we'll be talking to him about what's happening with the Super Eagles. But then, all that's happened, we've spoken so much about Victor Osimhen, we've spoken so much about Finidi George. What next? Technical advisor coming in, foreign technical advisor. Who are the people? Okay, we have Coach now. Coach Adebayo Gbadebo is online. Hello, Coach. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, Coach. I just want to take you back to some of your days back. Eagle Cement. If you can remember, I grew up in River State, and then when it was Eagle Cement versus Sharks, it was the talk of the town. Sharks versus Eagle Cement. Nothing came close to that derby. Just tell us about your times there, Eagle Cement, and you know, you playing in the Nigerian League.
It's a great pleasure, and it's good to give me a throwback. And while in Port Harcourt, it's always a big challenge because Eagle Cement was just coming up at that time, and we have.
Coach, can you please check your mic? We have some disturbance there. Please ensure it's maybe closer to you so that we don't have that interference coming in right now.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, it's a bit better, but please, if you can ensure that it doesn't move, it'll be better for us. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, we have Sharks of Port Harcourt at that time, so it has been really challenging at that time, but we have our time and we go, which we can later see that Eagle Cement took over Port Harcourt. But it's really interesting, you know, the rivalry, the derby matches at Elikaya Stadium, terrific.
Yep, it's not.
It's
all right. Okay, wonderful, Coach. Let's get straight into what is happening with the NFF. Finidi George, Victor Osimhen, the aftermath and all of that. What are your thoughts on what's happening with the Glass House in Nigeria?
Thank you so much. I think the way I will talk about the event that took place is just to, now everything has happened, and there have been a lot of a problem here and there. The coach has left, a lot of problem about Osimhen or some players. So I think the main thing I would like us to look at is to take two things from the problem. We take the blessing and also we take the lesson, because we cannot change anything now. It has happened. So
okay.
When we want to take the blessing is that we have 6 matches to go. And the other blessing is that we can see that there are so many issues that must be done. And another blessing, which is very, very important, is that we understood that now it is good to take a proper lesson in choosing the right person for the coach of Nigeria. And the lesson we need to learn is that we need to go back to the NFF. We are not accusing people, but we need to know who are the people that are making decisions on changing of coaches, or what are the criteria that are being used to choose coaches. I'm talking from the perspective of being the director of the club for over 10 years before I even moved into be head coach. So I know that there are criteria and there are things that I need to look into as a full licensed coach, which is already the topmost licensed coach. So these are things that are going to shape our football, because football is not just like we sit down and we just think, oh, this person can do the job, like what many people are saying on YouTube. And we like this person to do the job and we put the person there.
All right,
football is a science. It's same like choosing a doctor for a hospital. You cannot choose your friend because he's indigenous and you leave the professional out of it. It's going to cause a lot of problem. And unless football is being taken like that, it's not about it. I'm not against having indigenous as long as it's a professional, as long as it's up to the task, because football is not something that that we can just take to that letter of choosing who we like or who we don't.
All right,
like.
Coach. Coach, we would love to have continued with this, but we have issues with your sound. Some other time we'll have you on the show. Thank you for your thoughts. And of course, we're looking forward to having you some other time. Thank you, Coach.
You're
All right.
welcome.
Okay. So Mark Otabo is out there. Mark,